Blackbird Sonnets. Sonnet 1. How shall I fly when feathers be not mine, though all my wishes skyward do attend? How tie my wounded heartstrings safe to thine, so thou to me, like sun to moon, descend? Or if thou wilt not bend thy starry frame, wishing to keep thy brow o'ercrowned with mist, I'll rise so that thy place shall stay the same, but will not then depart from heights unkissed. For bargains may be struck and kept with pride, when lovers from their just demands may hide. Sonnet 2. My lover's eyes are darker than the moon, or are they brighter? Cannot decide. His tender voice makes others out of tune, and shows me how I cannot them abide. His movements are of more than feline grace, his hands are soft and pale as ivory. And though I've rarely seen a stranger face, more perfect looks I should abhor to see, for others may be pleasanter in part, but all my love remains a work of art. Sonnet 3. How is it that I smile when I am sad? From what resource do I derive this strength? I've lost none but a thing I never had. To keep it would I go to any length. But distance is not measured in a heart, so I could weep and say that I've been wronged, and yet as ever be so far apart from him to whom I swore that I belonged. Alas, I blame, as though he were untrue. I loved him, but poor fool, he never knew. Sonnet 4. If all you love I am, as I am quite, then why dost thou not love? Dost thou not see a plainly perfect match? If thou art bright, then why, when thou dost love, lovest thou not me? Instead preferring someone far removed from all you claim to most admire. I would commit you as a lunatic if proved thus mad. You were my ward for your own good. And yet I'm making light of my own pain, because I find you love, yet love in vain. Constant. You appeared to me like rain after a dry spell, like growth after a hard year, like life after death. And it had been so long, yet my eye could discern less beauty in its object than my memory maintained. So I whispered to myself, all is but illusion. You did well to love him. It gave you songs to write and kept you safe. And with a sigh of relief, I let you go. But you would not go, for you came to me in the air about you, and you walked with me from the other side of town, and you touched me with your hands behind your back. So I whispered to myself, all is but illusion. You were wise to look closer. You have lost nothing, only exchanged a face for a soul. Whatever happens now, you have been constant, and let no one say you never loved. Ghost. Did you know sometimes it frightens me when you say my name and I can't see you? Will you ever learn to materialize before you speak? Impetuous boy, if that's what you really are. How many centuries since you've climbed a balcony? Or do you do this every night with someone else? You tell me that you never leave, but I am almost afraid to believe it. Why is it me you've chosen to follow? Did you like the way I look when I'm sleeping? Was my hair more fun to tangle? Were my dreams more entertaining? Do you laugh when I'm complaining that I'm all alone? Where were you when I searched the sea for a friend to talk to me? In a year, where will you be? Is it enough for you to steal into my mind, filling up my page with music written in my hand? You know I'll take the credit, for I must have made you come to me somehow. But please, try close the curtains when you leave at night, or I'll have to find someone to stay and warm me. You always attend my midnight tea parties, as long as I set your place. If one day your sugar sits untouched, you've gone forever, would you miss me in 1,000 years, when you will dry another's tears? But you say you'll never leave me, and I wonder if you'll have the decency to pass through my wall to the next room, while I dress for dinner. But when I'm stuck in conversation with stuffed shirts whose adoration hurts my ears, where are you then? Can't you cut in when I dance with other men? It's too late not to interfere with my life. You've already made me a most unsuitable wife for any man who wants to be the first his bride has slept with. And you can't just fly into people's bedrooms, then expect them to calmly wave goodbye. You've changed the course of history, and didn't even try. Where are you now? Standing by, taking my hand. Come and remind me who you are. Have you traveled far? Are you made of stardust too? Are the angels after you? Tell me what I am to do. But until then, I'll save your silent bed. Just come and sing me to sleep. How to break a heart. How to break a heart. It is not difficult. Anyone can do it. So could you if you tried. Just find a light and switch it off. As easy as blinking. That's what I was taught when I was too young to ask, by ladies in white nightgowns and dripping weeds and black ribbons. A girl's best friend is a small gun. The question was useless, for I could say yes, but you've got to ask my army, and they're not inclined to grant favors just now.